Okay, you guys, I am back because I started this reading, and I know y'all might not catch me because I didn't have any time to pre-schedule this live, okay? But I started this reading on my Badass Tarot 2 channel, and also if y'all come in the room and start talking, I'm probably going to ignore you until I get through this reading because I actually started recording a video, and I was just having too many damn difficulties. So I do have the beginning of, yes, here we go. What's up, Cat XYZ? I actually started recording the video on Badass Tarot 2. I have been having difficulties all day. I actually had done a whole 30-minute reading and completed the reading on Natureboy, and then discovered that two of my cards were still in the box. I do feel some interference. People trying to, something is trying to prevent me from getting this reading out, but I have 6 cards here, okay? So y'all will be able to catch the beginning of this reading on Badass Tarot 2 because I started it out as a video that I was recording. But since I keep having, because the video ran out, my phone ran out of storage time, so that it stopped right in the middle of my reading. So y'all will get the beginning of this as a recording on Badass Tarot 2. For the first 6 cards that I draw, I am going to go back over them for you guys now. But since I was having so much trouble trying to record the video, I'm just going to finish this off live. But let me show y'all the first, and again, do not take it personal. I'm not going to be ignoring you guys. As I do this, I just need to ignore the chat for a moment so I can get through this because I did not intend to have to do this live. Okay, so the very first card I got regarding Eliseo Bishop and carbonation, the very first card I got for him, and again, y'all, you will be able to see the beginning of this reading as the recorded video that I will post on Badass Tarot 2, and then I will post this up along with it so y'all can get the whole reading, okay? But I ain't got time for the technical difficulties, and I did not want to abandon this reading because I'm being shown some real shit here, okay? So, this is my beautiful Tarot Nefertari deck, as y'all can see. It's kind of gold-plated, it's beautiful. So anyway, the first card was the Hermit, okay, indicating someone who is in isolation. Again, we know that Eliseo is locked up in a Nicaraguan prison, so that indicated the Hermit and him withdrawing and him being in isolation and locked up, not really being able to participate, okay? I want to make sure I'm doing these in the note. The next card that came out was the Eight of Swords. And the Eight of Swords is very significant because the question that I had asked, and y'all will be able to see this on the video, the question that I had asked was, has he committed a crime, and what was the nature of the crime that he committed? And the card that came out, again, was the Eight of Swords, indicating bad news, okay, and also indicating disease, okay, and some other things, but these are the 2 things that stood out very strongly with the second card that came out, which was the Eight of Swords, so disease. My question was, did he commit a crime, and what was the crime that he committed? So, was the crime, related to some sort of disease, okay, because the Eight of Swords very clearly, again, indicates bad news and a disease, and then the next card was the Justice card, okay, and the Justice card basically indicates him having to deal with the legal system. It represents karma. So these first 3 cards were very interesting. The Hermit, him being isolated, basically him being incarcerated and locked up. The next card, and again, the questions were, did he commit a crime? What is the crime that he's guilty of? So it's very peculiar that the Eight of Swords would come out indicating bad news and a disease, okay, because we all know that they have all talked about having diseases, and, the most important disease that they talk about having is HIV. So is he possibly locked up because of him knowingly spreading this infectious disease? Okay, so that is what came out as the first 3 cards, and then the Justice card basically indicating him having to deal with the court system, the legal authorities, and the legal system. Okay, very, very interesting. The next 3 cards, and I will make sure that I show them to y'all in the order that they came out. The next card was the Ten of Cups. No, it wasn't. It was the Devil card. The next card was the Devil card, okay? So the Devil card came out indicating, first of all, a strong sexual attraction, okay? So this is, again, sexually diseases, you know, all of this coming out, okay, the devil representing a transition, but basically someone who is very strongly sexually attracted. And then I got the Ten of Cups, okay, the Ten of Chalices, which is the same thing. The Ten of Chalices representing him passing something on to her and to other people receiving something, okay? So this is all not looking good, y'all. The next card that I got, but I'm not very surprised, okay, was the Nine of Swords, again, indicating death, okay? The Nine of Swords is a death energy. It is a destruction energy. It is the end of something energy. Okay, so none of this is looking good. Okay, so those are the first 6 cards that I got that you will see on the recording on Badass Tarot 2, and then the rest of this we're going into, and we're doing it live, you guys. So if you have any questions, you guys can save them to the end. I'm not going to be paying attention to the chat because, again, I did not intend to have to read this live. It's just that I'm having technical difficulties with all of my electronics as far as trying to get a video recorded. So part of the video was recorded, and you're going to get the rest of it right now. My husband might come indoors, some shit might go off, some shit might happen because we are live, you guys, but bear with me, I am going to get through this reading. Okay, so the first cards, again, were the Hermit, the Eight of Swords, the Hermit representing isolation, representing basically him being locked up. The Eight of Swords representing some sort of infectious disease. I'm not going to read those, y'all. If they were meant to come out, I'm going to reshuffle them, but there is a lot of energy in here, okay? And this is why I went ahead with live. I was not going to go through anything to be able to get this reading done, okay? Because I feel a lot of interference in something that does not want me to read this do this reading, okay? So, I'm very, I'm not shocked, but I am, like, damn, you know what I'm saying? So is he in there? This has really got me thinking that he is in there because of passing an infectious disease. Because why did that disease come out very strongly right after him isolating himself? Being very, he is doing a lot of reflection now. He's regretting a lot of his actions, okay? You know, all of these are very on point. The Justice card, the Devil, you know what I'm saying? The Nine of Swords, something is coming to an end. So I would say, y'all, it's a wrap for carbonation. I don't think they're going to be able to regroup, okay? So the questions that I want to ask going forward for Spirit is, did any of the members of carbonation have anything to do with Eligio Bishop being locked up and incarcerated and detained? I asked, when I first came out, you guys, the questions that I asked were, did he commit a crime? And what came out, again, was the Hermit, which is right, where he came out as being locked up, and then the crime, I'm feeling like, was the disease, okay? The infectious disease, and then him dealing with the legal system. Everything came out kind of in succession. Now, what I'm wondering is, am I going to get any more damn cards, okay? Because I don't want this to look like I do those, even though I do have the video. I want to get a full reading on this, okay? But I am really about to be upset if this is the end of this reading, y'all, because it could be. Because at the end of the reading was the Nine of Swords. The last card I threw was the Nine of Swords, representing. I got another card here, but representing death, the end of carbonation. But I want to know more, and I need to see more, okay? So we have the King of Swords here. So, okay, with the King of Swords here, we have him, because the swords represent your mind, okay, the intellect. So I have him, I see him. He's trying to, even though he understands everything that he's facing even more than anyone else does, what I see him doing is trying to, because he's very narcissistic in nature, he thinks that he can devise a plan to get himself out of this. He thinks that he can, he thinks he's smart enough to get himself out of this, okay? And we have the Six of Wands here, okay, again, representing the creativity. So yeah, he's trying to, okay, yeah, so the wands represent the fire element, and he is trying to be creative and trying to construct some sort of, it's not going to work this time, Nature Boy. So basically he is trying to devise some sort of plan. It's all mental, it's all in his mind, and it's not going to work. Okay, so he is still delusional and in denial, even in his isolation. Okay, so I don't feel like he's been able to talk to too many people. He hasn't had much interaction. He has withdrawn, and in his withdrawal, he is doing a lot of self-reflection. Okay, he knows that he has a disease. Okay, and again, I want to show y'all, did I show you guys the card? Okay, you can literally see the disease on the bodies. Okay, this brought in strongly the energy of an infectious disease right when I asked, you know, did he, right when I asked, did he commit a crime? Okay, and what was the crime that he committed? So we are at the Six of Wands, him trying to be creative, and we have the Ten of Wands again, him trying to construct some sort of story or some sort of plan to get himself out. This is where his mind is at. Okay, this is where his mind is at. And he thinks that he's going to be able to do it. He's trying to, the thing that he needs to do that he's not doing is he's not fully communicating with the other carbonation members about the full gravity and weight of what he's facing. And so he is the only one who knows, him and the authority. He's not telling them, which is why they are still not taking this as seriously as they should be. They are taking it lightly. Okay? The Hanged Man indicates someone who has made a voluntary sacrifice. Okay, my question that I put out there was, did any of the members have anything to do with him getting locked up? So I feel like, let me get some clarity here on this Hanged Man card, but I feel like this is indicating to me someone who did kind of betray Natureboy, someone who voluntarily sacrifice and is willing to sacrifice this lifestyle, but I feel like this person is already gone. It was someone who used to be a part of carbonation, okay? Because I'm thinking that, you know, I was really believing that, and I'm not even going to necessarily say they used to be a part of carbonation. Someone who is not with carbonation right now, okay? And we know that there was other people working to try to get him, you know, to mess them up or whatever, you know, trying to get the authorities to check in on them. We know that, okay? But someone here, let me get clarity, Spirit, on the Hanged Man card, okay? So, yeah, I basically feel like I'm getting a picture here that, and I hope it unfolds and we get to know. If he is locked up, I feel like it's got something to do with, because people say he's over there beating folks and they say he's beating. I don't think it's that. I think that it's much more serious than that. Why am I being shown very clearly a disease? Okay, and I know all of them kind of talk about having diseases, and HIV might not even be the most serious one. It may not be what they're concerned about. I don't know, but I know I see disease very strongly in it, and I think that has something to do with the reason why he's locked up, okay? Again, the 9, of course, indicates death. Okay, so I don't know if this is death to a person, people. I don't know if this is Mama Dear. I don't know if this is death to carbonation, but the death energy is around carbonation. Okay, and then the Swords card, okay, the King of Swords, again, him trying to mentally construct and devise a plan. It's not going to work. He's been able to bullshit his way through a lot of things, but what he has done is bullshitted himself right into his own a web of his own making, okay? The Six of Wands indicates him again trying to devise a plan, trying to construct something mentally. And for him to be able to get out of here. And then the Hanged Man is someone making a voluntary sacrifice. Now, the Hanged Man, because I was asking for clarity on the Hanged Man, because this could be someone who is actually coming in as a supporter, and I think this next card is going to clarify that for us, okay? Yes, okay, so this is a weird mix of energy. It's not weird because we already know that this is what's happening with them. Somebody is trying to help them, okay, and it's a man trying to put together something to help them, and we already know that too. They have supporters, So someone's trying to help him, someone is making a sacrifice, who's trying to help him. Is it going to be effective? Are they going to be able to get Natureboy out? And what is going to happen with Natureboy? And no, he's not going to be able to get out, okay? So I don't think he's getting out no time soon, okay? Even though they're all trying to do stuff to get their resources together to try to get him out, he's not going to get out. I don't think he's going to get out because, again, he has everybody fooled about the seriousness of what he's being charged with, and he hasn't told not one person in Carbonation exactly why he's in there, okay, which is why they are making up stuff, they're speculating, and they're going by what they think they know, which is absolutely nothing about the reality of it, because I haven't heard nobody mention, and what I'm being shown very clearly is a disease and something that he has to face the legal system about, okay? I ain't even going to try to read your comment yet, Rose, because I don't want to get distracted, okay? So we have the Two of Wands, okay? And I'm seeing disease, man, all over this, okay? I'm seeing disease all over this. See, I really feel like, because I'm not going to deny what I'm being shown, okay? I feel like he's in some legal trouble regarding a disease, and this is something that I hadn't even considered yet, okay? I had not considered him being in legal trouble about a disease, but I know that it's possible that he is, because you can't be just knowingly spreading HIV, trying to tell people that it does not exist, and that just makes it go away. It's very real. I feel like maybe he is being examined. They are making, oh my God. I feel like they are giving him a medical examination to see if he has HIV. Okay, it may not be HIV, but it's some disease. Okay, and this card is trying to come out, and this is the Four of Swords representing someone. Wow. I really strongly feel like this is Eliana. This is someone who was going along with it. Now this is the duplicitous nature that I feel about Eliana. She was trying to act like, I feel like she had something to do with him getting in trouble about this disease, okay? I feel like she has been acting. Now, this is what I'm trying to figure out, because I know she's been acting, but is she acting now, or was she acting then? Because I feel like she was acting like everything was cool, but she always had a plan in the background to cause something to happen, okay? So I feel like even though she did have something to do with this, guy. She is being fake. She's very covert in her nature, which I already knew. So I feel like she did have something to do with this, but indirectly. I feel like she does know that her actions did kind of, I'm not going to say was the main cause, but it did have a lot to do with what they're going through right now. Whatever she did it when she was hot, which means I see a hot and cold side of her. She is very duplicitous in her nature. One minute she hates Natureboy, the next minute she loves him. We already know this. People who have been watching him are able to see this. But in her moments of when she's angry at him, these are her moments of clarity. Okay, she's not clear when she is feeling attached and codependent with him. In her moments of clarity, there was something, and I feel like it got to do with a disease. He gave her something with her physical health, and I'm clearly seeing and hearing disease, okay? I think that pissed her off, and she did some action that set this off. Now, I know for a fact that she did not expect for all of this to happen behind it, but if she's regretting whatever she done, okay? But she had something to do with it, and she's very covert as far as, she's hard to read as far as telling what her motivations are, because she is very a narcissist herself. She's just a covert narcissist, okay? So Eliana has something to do with this, and she's being fake. Now, I'm not going to say I don't feel like, because when I look at her now, I don't feel like she's being fake. I feel like, though, what she's trying to do is fix what she knows that she had a lot to do with messing up. I feel like she was in her hot side when she did whatever she did, and I feel like now she is calm, and now she wants it all to go away, but it's too late, okay? Yes, and whoever that is, I'm trying not to focus on y'all right now because I am trying to finish this reading, okay? Because I'm having so many distractions and so many things that we're trying to believe it or not, this is like the second time that I've done this reading today. I actually have done a whole reading. So I will read the chat later, and I will come back later. I'm actually going to go live on Badass Tarot 2 because this is where the video should actually be, you guys. I could not go live on my mobile on Badass Tarot 2, so I went ahead and went live once my camera ran out after I threw the first 6 cards on a recorded video. So that video is going to go on Badass Tarot 2, and then I am also going to upload this live behind that video so you guys can get the entire reading, okay, because it started out very, very interesting. And the Chariot card is the next card, which again indicates someone who took the action to put this in motion. Okay, now I'm seeing a male, okay, and I'm also seeing Eliana. So Eliana's involvement in this was kind of indirect. So whatever she did, it did have something to do with it. She knows that, but it wasn't direct, and she was not expecting this. Okay? So the Chariot card is actually a male who actually set those wheels to rolling. Someone who is still on the chariot, who is still going forward to try to make sure that Natureboy goes all the way down. So they have not given up, and they are not satisfied with the fact that he is just locked up, because this is just the beginning. Okay, so there was a male who is very focused on Natureboy and very focused on taking him down. Now, we already know that, too. It could be her dad, it could be Vic Simone, it could be a lot of these people that don't like Natureboy. Can we get some clarity on who this person is, if possible, and any other messages? So it is the King of Cups. He was one of the members, okay? Somebody that was getting information from Natureboy, somebody who was actually receiving it and looked up to him. Natureboy betrayed some male that was in, this is, okay, so this is what I feel like, y'all. A male that was in carbonation has everything to do with what's happening with carbonation right now. They were already gone, okay? But this is somebody who trusted him, who actually looked up to him, and who he betrayed, okay? Who saw him as the masterpiece and all that shit that he wants people to see him as, and this is someone he betrayed. So the person, okay, so let me say this. Because the energy kind of feels like her father, but her, you know, I feel like this was somebody, because I know it was somebody who was actually receiving information from Natureboy. So, you know, her father wasn't doing that, okay? This is a male who was one of his students at one time. Now, I can't say for sure that her father wasn't true, but I don't think he was. And I feel like this was a member of carbonation, a former member of carbonation. So if y'all know anything, let me know. But this is a former member of carbonation who actually set the wheels in motion, okay? And ain't nobody even focused on this person right now. They're speculating on a lot of other people, okay? And the other people who actually did indirectly have something to do with it, they wondering themselves, who is this outside person? Okay, that what happened, nobody really knows what happened. Okay, they all, so I feel like Natureboy has too many damn enemies. Okay, that's what it is. He has so many enemies, you guys, people that hate him. Okay, you can't, okay, but anyway, I'm not going to get distracted. He has a lot of enemies, okay, but I feel like someone who really set this ball rolling is somebody that nobody is suspecting, who used to be a part of carbonation, okay, a male. Okay, and I hope I'm going to get some more cards, because I'm kind of feeling like I'm not. Okay, so these last 4 cards was the disease, 2 of Wands, okay, the sun, okay, and then 4, the disease has come out twice or 3 times in this reading, so I know that that is a real thing, okay. The 4 of Swords is someone who is pretending to be okay with the situation, but who is not. There's some shit just right, you know, beneath the surface, and this is a female. So I'm seeing this, I feel this is Eliana. The Chariot is a male, someone who set this into motion. Now, I feel like the Chariot could possibly be her father, but then this other man that came out as the King of Chalices is a former carbonation member, someone who used to sit at his feet and learn, who was receiving information from him. So there are several people involved in what's going on with Natureboy. Okay, and I don't know if I'm going to get any more cards, you guys, and this is frustrating because I want to see more. I only see a little bit. I don't see what I want to see, and I'm mad. Okay, for one, I was having so many distractions trying to get it out, and for two, I didn't get everything that I wanted to see, but I got quite a bit. Let me calm down a minute and try to reshuffle. But honestly, I don't think I'm going to get anything else, but I will go back over this and sum this up, you guys. And this just really kind of messed me up because I was not planning on having to come and split the reading up like this. So I'm definitely going to come back, okay? Because I feel like I'm all over the place. I'm kind of picking up on a lot of different people's energy because there are a lot of different people involved. This is frustrating. Let me go ahead and sum this up. Again, you guys will be able to catch the first part of the reading on Badass Tarot 2. Okay, that is a recorded video, and then you'll be able to pick right up at the end of the recorded video with this, because I did run out of data or whatever space that I needed on my phone to get the whole entire thing recorded. Okay, so I'm going to upload that, and then I'm going to add this to it, or maybe I'll go on iMovie and just put them together and make it one thing. Okay, but it will be on Badass Tarot 2. Let me go sum it up. Okay, so the first two cards that I got, you guys, were the Hermit, the Eight of Swords, and the Justice card. Okay, the Hermit indicating him being isolated, in isolation, locked up, withdrawn from everything. The Eight of Swords representing bad news and some sort of disease. Okay, definitely disease. Okay, now it could mean disease, but I really think it actually means physical disease. Okay, and then the Justice card indicating him having to deal with the legal system. Okay, and then the Devil card indicating someone who's not good for another person, from a transition that needs to be made, and a strong sexual attraction here. Okay, the Ten of Chalice is someone receiving something from the other person. Okay, and then the very next card was the Nine of Swords, indicating again that death energy and the end, something coming to an end. Now, when I look at this Nine of Swords, there is a woman. And I know this is Eliana basically trying to hold this together, trying to keep it alive, but the Nine of Swords basically indicates the death of carbonation, and I believe also the death of their relationship, even though there is very much passion there. Now, that's just my speculation, okay? But basically, with the Nine of Swords, there is a death energy and the end of something, so basically the end of the carbonation cult and the end of whatever that he's been doing. Okay, the King of Swords is him trying to devise some sort of plan, still thinking that he can talk his way out of this, still thinking that he can worm his way out of it. I'm seeing him trying to devise a plan, okay, and then trying to also utilize his members to try to help him devise some plan. And in his mind, he really thinks that he can get himself out of this, okay? The Hanged Man represents, and for some reason I'm feeling like the Hanged Man is her father making sacrifices, but also sitting back in the cut to get the desired outcome that he wants, okay? To get the desired outcome that he wants. And then the Six of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, representing him. Again, these are all, the Pentacles represents the earthly realm and his physical well-being and all of that, okay? And right now with all of that, I'm seeing a lot of mixed energy with this, because there's a lot of people around the situation. There's people that are trying to cause him to go, trying to take him down. There's people that hate him and are making all these phone calls and shit to try to make sure he stays locked up. And then there's people that are trying their best to support him and trying to keep, so that, you know, it's just like this tug of war of energies with him, emotionally, especially, okay? And then we got the Two of Wands, again, representing difficulty. This energy, this disease energy, coming back up again. So disease, I really feel like, because my very strong question was, what did he do? What is the crime? What did he do? And I feel like, even though people think it's because he was being abusive and all that, I really feel like it has to do with some sort of infectious disease that is fatal, okay? And y'all all know that he probably has this, okay? And then the Four of Swords, somebody being fake, somebody being cunning and very covert in their actions, but then regretting it. So I feel like Eliana did have something to do indirectly with why this happened, and she knows it, and she's regretting it, okay? The Chariot card was a male. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of people who had their hands into why he got locked up. The male was the one who actually set the ball rolling. I feel like this also represents her dad, the Chariot, because this man is still very much focused on getting him down. The fact that he's locked up is not enough. This person is going to be relentless in taking actions to make sure that Natureboy is prosecuted to the full extent of the law. So this person is not going to give up, okay? And again, now this last card indicates another male, and this is not her dad. Okay, this is someone who was actually learning from Natureboy. This is someone who was actually receiving and looked up to Natureboy at one time, who Natureboy most likely betrayed. These people had to do with it, so it was a combination of things that got him locked up. Okay, it was a combination of things. Okay, so this person who was learning from him, who is now outside of carbonation, who I feel like has something to do with, this person is a water sign, okay? This person is a water sign. Damn, and I really want to get more, but I'm not getting as much as I would like to get, you guys. I'm really frustrated because I was being, you can hear, okay, a fan or air conditioner. I couldn't hear, is my fan too loud? Is something too loud? Because you know what? I'm really frustrated with this reading. I feel like I was getting so many distractions and interferences. This is the second time that I've had to do the reading, but I know that what came out is accurate, you guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and upload this on Badass Tarot 2 along with the beginning of the reading, which was recorded. And then I'm going to let this sit for a minute, because I feel like as I sit, a lot of this will begin to connect up better for me. It will begin to make more sense. It makes sense to me right now, okay? I'm seeing a lot of different people involved. The disease and the death energy are coming up very strongly. So I'm going to go back over it. And then I am also going to revisit this situation in a few days, because I feel like some stuff is going, not much is going to change, but other things will develop and a lot other things will come out, okay? So within sometime this week, maybe before Friday, I'm going to read this. I'm going to read carbonation again, okay, because we are in the midst of a lot of things happening, which is why I'm feeling a lot of different energies mixed into the situation. But again, the things that stood out to me were, again, the disease energy, the death energy, and the people that are involved, okay, the people that are involved, because we already know he's going to be trying to devise a plan. We already know he's trying to get them to, to pool all their resources to try to help them. Yeah, we already know these things, okay? What we're trying to see is who are the players, why is he in there? And I feel like we've been given that answer. My whole thing that I wanted to know going in was, did he commit a crime, and what was the crime that he committed, okay? The answer that I did not get, that I am going to be coming back to ask, okay, is how long is he going to be in there? Is he going to be in there? Now, my initial feeling without asking, without throwing the cards, is I feel like he's not getting out no time soon, okay? Even if they manage to get him out, he is not going to be free and clear to go anywhere, and he's going to be right back in there. He is not getting out anytime soon, because what he's facing is much more serious than what he's telling anybody. But he knows what he's facing is more serious, but he is trying to choose to live in the delusion. He's trying to get them to support the delusion, and this is his biggest mistake, because you need to deal with the reality at this point. If you do not deal with the reality, you're going to go into this courtroom talking about something that the judge and the people ain't even talking about. Okay, so you're basically going to self-destruct. So, if anybody knows Natureboy, I would say that y'all need to be, he needs to be dealing with the reality, because even in this serious state of what he's going through, he is trying to devise some kind of plan to try to lie and to try to get his way out of it, not realizing the gravity of what these people already have. If you got a disease and you've been passing this to other people and other people had it, if other people have died or are dying because of this or whatever, your ass is in trouble. There's no lie that you're going to be able to tell to get out of that. They got you in a video talking about HIV is not real, it's all mental, and all these, they have all kinds of evidence against him. And instead of dealing with the reality, he is living in the delusion, and so are his people. Okay? So again, the disease energy, the death energy, and he's going to be dealing with the legal system for quite a while. Okay? And a lot of things were shown to me in this reading, okay, but I'm just going to go back over it because while you're in it, it's hard to put it all together to get the whole picture, but this is what I got, you guys. It's very interesting. There's several layers to it. I will be coming back. We can go live on Badass Tarot 2 later, so look for that pre-schedule, guys, because I can only go live on my laptop on that channel, but I am going to go live later today to discuss this reading and what y'all think about it and what y'all think about what's going on in carbonation. Maybe y'all have some faces to put with these people that I saw. Maybe you guys have some insight. Maybe you disagree. Maybe you think I'm wrong. Whatever it is, let's discuss it on Badass Tarot 2 in about an hour or two. So just check the pre-schedule. I'll also put it on my community page on River Queen Conjure. Okay, so until we begin, my people, keep it classy, keep it clean, and do what you gotta do.